Now, if you look in front of you, I left those pest audit forms in front. Take a look at it over here on the left side. Column, you can see a list of the various pests, and then the center, and then this right column, you can see where we've got a list of conducive conditions that attract bugs. And those are things that you want to be making a note of while you're doing your audit. And when you're doing your audit, you always want to list all the different types of pests that you found. Make a note of where you found the pest. And you know, folks, this is really important because this will help tell you what areas need treatment, and then you can also figure out what kind of materials you're going to need to do an effective job. But before you use any pest control products, please always follow all of the manufacturer's instructions carefully. This is really important. Take a few minutes, get your glasses on, and read that carefully. You'll note that some products are designed for exterior use only. You don't want to use those products indoors. They may smell, or they may put your family and pets at risk. Then you've got some other products that are designed for interior use only. You don't want to use those outdoors because they probably won't be that effective. And please, folks, don't ever use a product where its use is prohibited. It's not worth the risk. If they tell you don't use it in kitchens, food handling areas, hospitals, daycare centers, whatever, please don't use it. There's a reason why they say that. And when choosing a product at the hardware store, you want to select a product that is designed to work with the kind of pest that you're dealing with. You know, if you're having an ant problem, you want to have something that works well on ants. If you're dealing with roaches, use a roach product, etc. And while you're there, select the product that is the least toxic possible. A lot of different things, someone with the skull and crossbones on the side of the can. I would generally encourage you to lean away from that. I know some of the old timers say that if it stinks a lot, it has that danger sign on the side, it's going to really be powerful and kill them all. That's not necessarily true. Our latest generations of pesticide products are manufactured, a lot of them by drug companies. They're very safe. In fact, probably not much more harmful at all than your kitchen cleaning supplies. So the newest generation products are very effective and safe compared to the old stuff. And then when you are applying these materials, please use the least amount possible. More is not better. Put down just enough to do the job. If you need to go back later, you can always put just a little bit more, but these are good habits to adopt. So now, when you're doing your treatment at home, first thing we recommend is that you power dust the attic. Now, like in this photograph here, you can see that David has this machine. It's like a reverse vacuum cleaner. You know, instead of sucking up all the dust, you fill up this canister with dust and it blows it out. And you want to put a real thin, fine coat in your attic. If you can see it, it's too much. Just a little bit will do the job. Usually we use something like boric acid. Works very well. Takes care of spiders, silverfish, and other pests that you'll find up there. And if your home has a raised foundation, we recommend you do the same thing there. Chris will tell you that there are a lot of black widows and roaches underneath some of these homes. Good way to take care of it. And again, this is away from your family and pets, so it provides a safe environment. When you're inside the home, one of the first things we recommend is that you take off the switch plates, outlet covers, and apply your dust in baits inside of the wall. This is where the pests live, so there's no reason to hose down the wall or hose down the floor with insecticide. Put it inside the wall where your family and pets are not exposed to it. Another thing to do is go around your appliances, cabinets. These false bottoms underneath the cabinets right in here are prime locations where you find a lot of pests. If you'll put the dust under the cabinet there, you and your family and pets won't be exposed to it, and you'll be putting it right down the throat where the bugs live. And while you're underneath your kitchen sink, it's a good idea to put dust around the plumbing pipes. You can see where that pipe goes in the wall. He just puts his little duster, little puff of diatomaceous earth or boric acid in there will go a long way. That's where the bugs are at. Now, if you're doing your treatment and you see a trail of ants, I'm asking you, don't go and start spraying down the whole trail of ants. Tell you a quick story. When I first got married, my wife saw a trail of ants on the kitchen counter. First thing she did was grab a can of Raid, and she was going to start just spraying the whole kitchen counter and the wall down with this. Oh, no, don't do that. I stopped her. I said, okay, let's find out where these guys are coming from. I get my flashlight, follow the trail, and I can see they're coming out of a little hole by the window. So what do? I get my can, put my needle right inside that hole, and then we get a paper towel, some Windex, wipe off all the ants, and you're done. That's the way to take care of it. Find the nest. Perhaps the nest is going to be on the outside of the home. Remember, ants don't live indoors typically. They're outdoors. So if you could track this trail down, find them outside where they're coming from, you'll go a long way. Now, another thing I want to talk to you about is a needle treatment. If you're going to do your own treatment, you want to get a needle something like this and put it on the end of your sprayer. Instead of putting out a big spray pattern and covering up all the wall and floor with it, this puts out just a little tiny pin stream of material. You want to put material right in the little nooks and crannies and cracks and holes where the bugs are living, not all over the place. This is radically different than what most people do. As you know, most people get a spray can and just hose down everything. And a lot of professionals do that too. We don't recommend that at all. Crack and crevice treatments like this take a lot more time and work. You got to get down on your hands and knees, but they're really worth the effort. You don't want your family and pets unnecessarily exposed to any pest control products. And next, you want to go out to the garage. I'm suggesting that you really focus on treating around the big garage door. That's an easy place for all kinds of pests to enter. Nice treatment down there is good. If you've got side or back doors to the garage, focus on those areas. Next, you want to get one of these brushes like this. In fact, if you look, this is a painter's pole that you can pick up at any hardware store. And then a web brush that you can screw on the end. Again, you can get them at any hardware store. Use that. We have one that extends up to 16 feet, so you can even do the second story. Go around the house, knock down all the spider webs. By removing the webs, the spiders won't be able to catch food anymore, and they'll naturally go away. While you've got this tool out, it's also good to go around and knock down the wasp nest. We don't want your kids or pets being stung by these. Now, if you have a wasp nest up there that you knock down, maybe you want to get up there and apply a little residual material to that area. That'll help keep the wasp from coming back and rebuilding in the same location. Now it's time to treat the outside of the house. It's a good idea to go around all the doors and windows. These are areas, again, where the pest can easily enter the home. Doing the outside of the house, another good thing is to roll your trash cans out. I mean, how many times have you went out to the trash and found a big trail of ants coming up on it? Yeah. Roll them out of the way, put a little material down there, and that'll keep them from coming back. Now, when you're doing the outside of the home, this is also different because we're really concerned about preserving the environment. In the old days, we used to have a spray rig in the back with a Briggs and scrap iron motor. You pull the rope, start it up, and you can just hose down the entire yard, 30 or 40 gallons of pesticide. Those days are over. We don't recommend that. Instead, we use this little backpack sprayer here, and I'm recommending you go around the house, go up the wall about 12 inches, and come out from the wall about 12 inches. It's all you need. You don't need to spray the entire lawn. Another product that we recommend you use, you can pick this up at the hardware store, are insecticide granules. If you, let's say, use a liquid pesticide, you spray a yard, or you spray the planters around there, as soon as you turn on the sprinklers or it rains a little bit, all that stuff just washes away, and it's not going to be nearly as effective. If you use these insecticide granules, on the other hand, they're actually water activated, so every time they get a little water from the rain or your sprinkler, they release a little bit more material. They give a long-lasting residual, and you'll find a lot better results. And you can pick these up at any hardware store or nursery. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you can do a pest control treatment on your very own house. Provide a safer environment for your family and pets, and save yourself some money along the way. Now, if this treatment looks like a little bit more than what you want to deal with, please call us, and we'll be happy to do a custom tailored plan for you. Any questions?
Spraying man is native to this area?
We've seen a lot of them, especially this year. Heat and humidity, I've seen a ton of them.
Of
course,
I've seen one yesterday. That's weird.
Yeah, it is unusual, but I don't consider them a nuisance in most cases, so we don't do anything to treat them. If they are coming in the house, it's usually because you left the door or window open, something like that.
Yeah.
By the way, we did have one in our office. I don't know if you saw that on our Facebook post. We put one, look who came to visit. Don't they know who I am? But no, we just took it outside and let it go.
Do you do,
Kathy?
Do you do something different if you have pets, like maybe not the granules or?
Actually, the insecticide granules are very good for pets. I know a lot of our clients have problems with fleas. If you're concerned about your pet being exposed to insecticides, don't forget there are a lot of good granular products that are using, let's say, like lemon oil, spearmint oil, or boric acid. So again, a lot of those are food-grade materials. You can't get much safer than that.
What about crickets? I know Dr. Mark wanted to ask about that too. What causes them to come out in like droves? I mean, I've got a little planter in front of my house. I mean, you know, it's like they're like crazy.
When do they like my garage so much?
And why do they go in my wall like this?
Those aren't crickets, those are locusts. They come There you go.
What did you say about the 7 plagues?
Yeah. I've gotten the crickets in the house. Are they coming from the garage?
No. Crickets are everywhere. Remember, they particularly like eating decaying matter, vegetation that's decaying leaves and so on. And of course, in today's drought-tolerant world, we're having so many people putting out mulch. This is like installing an insect factory next to your house. It's making our job a lot tougher. Crickets, you remember, live in cracks and joints between blocks, between buildings, stuff like that. So in a case like that, I would recommend that you just apply some residual products in those areas. Again, on your planters, insecticide granules are really great. Easy to do. You don't generally need to do the inside of the house. Focus on treating around the doors and windows to keep them out.
So where do you get that little thing that shoots the boric acid at?
The duster?
Yeah, the duster. Where do you
Yeah,
get
duster. Oh, if you want to purchase...
Call 94960.
No, seriously, if you want to do your own pest control treatments, you can simply drive up to the city of Orange, Orange County Farm Supply on Chapman Avenue has all these pieces available to the public. They've got a number of different styles. You can use the electric version, or they have a manual version where you can put like a quart of this into a little duster and a plunger pump and, you know, apply that around your attic or underneath the house. Those are a lot more inexpensive. The little one, the bulk duster, you can purchase those where you put a couple ounces in there and just put a little puff in your wall socket around your plumbing. Easy to do and not too expensive. Any other questions? All right, thank you very much.